you for joining us today. My name is Sneha, and today we're going to talk about myths and facts about mental health. I have some recent data from World Health Organization about mental illness and mental health in general. It's shocking as well as alarming. Actually says 1 in every 5 children suffers from mental health related issues worldwide. Most of these issues start before the age of 14. Depression is the common cause of disability across the world, affecting 264 million people at some point of time. Every 40 seconds, a person commits suicide. It's the second leading cause of death among 15 to 20-year-old children. We need to start taking it seriously, not just for us, for the people who are around us. The recent suicide in Mumbai shook us all, and it helped us to introspect about what are actually the myths about mental health and how we need to take it very seriously. To sort us out, we have somebody very special with us today. We have Miss Asmita, who is not just a dear friend, but also a counseling psychologist. She's been working with kids, adolescents, parents, teachers, in short, the whole educational system for more than 7 years. Not just this, she has done some cool courses about children and RABT from In Vivo Institute, Mumbai, and also Albert Ellis Institute, New York. She's an amazing storyteller, and she has done her courses from Kathalaya, Bangalore. I welcome Miss Asmita to join us.
Hi Sneha, thank you for such a warm welcome.
So Asmita, I'm going to shoot some common questions at you. We were referring to the recent suicide which happened in Mumbai. It's terrifying. Most of us think that boys do not cry, they do not have mental health related issues. What do you have to say about it? Do boys cry? Do they have mental health issues?
I think all babies cry, right, at the birth. We don't see their gender, right? Whether it's a girl who is crying or a boy who is not crying. Both genders need to cry at time of birth because it is a sign of being alive. It is a sign of being strong, right? So you can't say boys don't cry. They cry right from their birth. It is we who keep telling them boys should not cry. And it is very important they cry because that shows that they are stronger and not weak. And if you see, because they don't cry, because we society keep telling them boys don't cry, the completion of suicide, the success rate in men is higher than female. So it's an alarming number if you go and see the data. So yes, there is no research that shows that men are emotionally stronger than women. So yeah, you know your answer right there.
So Asmita, you have been talking about children and how they may have mental health related issues. But I have seen parents only concentrating on physical health. But what about mental health? Do they need to care about their child's mental health?
Who said that small kids don't have mental health problem? Right from birth, few of them develop. Few develop over a period of time. Like just to give you a small example, as a child, small child of 3-year-old who starts schooling and they start having mental health issues, right? They cry. Why are they crying on the first day of the school? Few children adjust within a day or two, but 1 or 2 children are always going to cry for months together. That is a separation anxiety, and if it is not dealt properly, if care is not taken, it is going to develop even in their higher classes. They would start developing some social kind of phobia or anxiety related issues. So yes, mental health issues can come into children and as early as right from their birth.
Another common question which is asked by most of the parents is, my child is unable to study. Do I still need to go to a therapist?
Yes, if your child is not performing well in your studies or in your academics, definitely you should go and see a therapist or a counselor in your school. He or she would help you at least understand whether there is a genuine problem or there is no problem at all. If there is no problem, nothing to worry. But if there is a problem, The intervention starts early, and early intervention means that you are going to help the child cope early with his problems, and he won't face any kind of difficulty later in his age.
The next question is pretty tricky. Why should I go to a therapist? I have friends who are pretty cool. I speak to them and I feel better after speaking to them. I have my husband, I speak to him. I have mom who's pretty cool. I have my teacher who claims to be a counselor. She says that she can counsel. Why should I be actually going to a therapist?
I must say, Sneha, you are really lucky to have such wonderful people around you who are listening to you when you are like really feeling low. So, when you feel low, your husband might give you all the goodies which you like to eat and you feel better. But is it really solving your problem? Maybe not. It is just making you feel better for time being. A therapist is going to help you deal with your problem, remove that problem from the root. It might take time, but it is definitely going to help you with your problems in a longer run without a cupcake or some goodies to eat up.
Are these therapists expensive? If yes, why? They just talk, right? Why do I have to pay somebody to talk to me?
Why do therapists charge so much when they just do the talking, right? I would like to answer this with a small story, okay? So, there was a man who was going by his car and his car broke down, okay? And when his car broke down, he tried to repair it once, twice, thrice, but he was not successful. So, finally, irritated with his own repair work, he tried to call a mechanic. And mechanic saw and he said, "Oh wow, it's just so easy." He just took his hammer and he just tapped on the car and the car starts. And mechanic says to the man, "Oh, you owe me 100 rupees for this." The man is shocked. "Oh, you just did nothing. You just tapped on my car and it started. So why you are asking me for 100 bucks?" Mechanic smiled and he said, "Sir, I knew where to tap. That's knowledge. And I'm charging you for my knowledge and nothing else." So when the mechanic is charging for his knowledge, same way the psychologist know exactly where to tap, and he or she is charging for his knowledge and nothing else.
I have the next question that if I am sad or if I have some kind of emotional disturbance, a lot of people come and tell me, okay, do yoga. The other kind of people come and tell me, exercise helps. When I wasn't married, people told me to get married. When people are married, they are asked to have kids to get over their mental illness. Are these things actually effective? Will they work on my mental health issues and make me emotionally stronger?
Marriages and kids are going to be a wonderful experience. But do they really help in dealing with your mental illness if you have any? Answer would be no. They will help you make you feel better for some time, maybe, but the problem doesn't get solved. You need proper therapy, you need proper medication, and you need to consult the right person. So once the therapy and medication works with your mental illness, it is going to make your journey of marriage and kids wonderful experience when you are mentally healthy, right? So this is what I want to tell you all. If you have issues, consult a specialist and take proper treatment. Don't rely only on alternative stuff like marriages and kids. It is a beautiful thing, but it is not only solution, right? Okay. And when you talk about yoga and meditation, it is it is again a wonderful experience when you meditate, when you practice yoga. It makes you feel healthy and strong. But with mental illness, you need to have therapy, you need to have medications wherever required, and yoga and meditation will help you deal with it faster. With therapy and medication, all this go hand in hand.
Well, thank you so much for helping us out with this, Asmita.
Thank you, Sneha, for having me on your show. It was fun talking to you. I enjoyed thoroughly. I hope people learn something and take mental health seriously from now.
Now we know boys do cry and they can cry, and that doesn't make them weaker. In fact, if we don't let them express their emotions, we are actually pushing them towards the boundary of mental illness. We know that it's okay if you have a child who may need testing, it's okay to take that child to a testing center and get the child tested. It's okay to have mental illness. The therapies are very specific, goal oriented talks. They are not any random talks that you have with your friends or with your boyfriends or with your mom and with your teachers. The therapists are not going to judge you. They're going to keep information confidential. It's going to help you out. Thank you for being with us, Asmita. We really loved your answers. I can't thank you enough for clarifying our doubts. Our viewers can comment on the video and the content in the message box down below. We will try to answer and reply to your comments as many as we can. If you really enjoyed this video and if you liked it, press the like button. Thank you so much for watching.